Again, a warm welcome to the program. South Africa's ruling National Congress has begun voting this Monday for a new leader to replace President Jacob Zuma in a tight race between his former wife and veteran minister Nkoszana Dlamini-Zuma and Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa. The vote this Monday is taking place at the party's national conference in Johannesburg and follows a dispute over a decision to exclude almost a tenth of the over 5,000 delegates who the party ruled weren't properly accredited. The vote, originally scheduled for Saturday, was postponed, though balloting had begun.
At the end of a long day of negotiations and challenges, the delegates managed to agree on Sunday on a revised list of over 4,700 voters and agree on the details on voting procedure in a secret ballot. The stakes are high because whoever emerges at the helm of the ANC is likely to become the next president of South Africa after the elections in 2019.
South Africa's ANC on Sunday formally nominated two candidates, Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa and Nkoszana Dlamini-Zuma, to succeed President Jacob Zuma as leader of the party. Whoever is elected leader of the 105-year-old liberation movement is likely to become the country's next president.
The following are the candidates for the position of president as nominated by branches. For the position of president, we've got Comrade Cyril Ramaphosa, nominated by 1,469 branches across 6 provinces, and Comrade has accepted nomination.
The two candidates were the only candidates nominated for the leadership of the ANC at the party conference.
And then we have Comrade Nkoszana Dlamini-Zuma, who has been nominated by 1,094 branches across 6 provinces, and Comrade has also accepted nominations.
The election is perhaps the most pivotal moment for the African National Congress in its 23 years of power.
Well, joining us now over the phone from South Africa is Ntando Nkube. Ntando Nkube is a journalist based in Johannesburg. Welcome to you, Ntando, and good morning. Voting is now taking place to choose the next leader of the ANC. Ntando, let me bring you back to that speech from President Zuma on Saturday. President Jacob Zuma talked about corruption, mismanagement, influence peddling, and the very things he is accused of. What do you make of that speech?
Speaking about the unions, like the coalition party that they've been working with, giving a strong message against them, what I think the president tried to be a little bit to be open, and I tried to speak as if he's someone who is against all those things, while he's one of the chief players within the game. So it's like you are trying to rebook, you are trying to say these are things that are not moral values. You are trying to give some things that should be condoned. But in actual play, you are just isolating the whole process. He is the one who is implicated, especially when you're talking of corruption. Corruption, you cannot define corruption in South Africa outside the president. He is the chief player. He is one who is more involved in the corruption. He is the king of the corruption. So when him is talking against corruption, he's trying to move with the mass. He's trying to say we are together in this situation. But if it was like coming from somebody pointing to him, something that said this is not happening. But now it's him speaking to say like we are together. This is what everyone is thinking. It's just like we are together, we are against corruption. But while it's the one who is involved in corruption, the issue is like they are pointing that there is an internal problem. They are pointing that there is dissatisfaction within the actual coalition. They are saying the coalition is contaminated now. Why are we not looking? And you can see on the background, this is what they've been raising these issues continuously, and they are being ignored. If you look on the previous, like when Zuma was appointed to be one of the guys participating to be the president, there are a lot of things that were said to be implemented, but if you check, even ANC is clear that 1 or 2 have been implemented. The split of Kosovo was based on the behavior of the president of the corruption. Corruption is rampant, but it's based on one person. And it's become something that has been highlighted through him and his connection, and it's one of the main ways involved in the corruption.
And Tando, President Zuma specifically urged ANC members to unite. And how much would it mean for members to achieve unity, especially with all the divisions in the party and the disappointment in the current leadership?
Unity is something that we cannot rule out. I believe at the end of the day, unity is going to come, and everyone is looking after unity. Because unity is not needed only by ANC. Unity within the ANC is not something that is needed by the ANC. Even people outside ANC, businessmen, they would want unity in the ANC because continual bickering and division within the political party, within the ruling party, it does not impact only the party itself, but there is a serious impact within the economic setup. There is impact within the social setup. So it's a concern on everyone. So even a president or anyone who is going to come in, that is going to be the first point of trying to bring unity. Myself, I still believe that these are revolutionary parties. They have gone through a lot of things. It's not the first time when there's a lot of bickering in the ANC. It's not the first time there's a political bickering in the revolutionary parties in Africa, especially in the Southern Africa. But at the end of the day, you see solution comes. So what I believe unity is going to come, but it's going to be much based on who is going to come. What is he going to talk about? What is going to be the message? So with them being divided, it's going to be a problem. So the new president is going to drive. And even the key players within the party, they are going to spearhead unity for them to win metros that they have lost in the previous elections. It comes from unity. But it's not going to be that strong unity like they used to be. That's the main issue. See, one of the political key players, the lady, she came out of the party, she's starting her own thing. She's also trying to spearhead the messages of splitting the party, to disintegrate the party, to dissolve like the unity that is there.
And Tando, so much there, and no doubt this is important for South Africa. Let us talk about what lays just ahead for South Africa. What do you see as the ANC's biggest challenge for the next leader?
The biggest challenge is to bring about unity. The biggest challenge is to deal with corruption. The biggest challenge is to bring back the economy. The economy is going down. These are three main things to bring unity in the party. That's going to be a challenge. That's going to be a reality. To bring, to make sure that the economy is coming back. These are some of the things that is going to be key. That's what I can sum up. These are three pillars that I can just say. These are things that are going to be a challenge. It's going to be a true challenge. There need to be unity. There need to put together the economy. And also the elections are coming ahead. It's going to be another big thing.
And Tando, I'd like to thank you very much for speaking with us this morning. I'm afraid that's where we have to leave it. And Tando Nkube, journalist from South Africa, speaking to us there from Johannesburg, South Africa.